Guys, Game Talk. We're in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Sahbi.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, man, I'm emotional right now. I'm so emotional. I mean, look, of course, you knew going into the game 3-0 lead last week, so we thought, okay, big chance of going to the quarterfinals. But now, you always have to play that game. It's in
true.
grass. It was very cold. You never know, and Young Boys, on the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, we're a better team, but you never know. You never know.
Exactly. No, exactly. I totally agree with you. I mean, we were winning the first game with 3-0. I know examples of games where clubs were leading with 3-0 and then got wasted. Look at Tottenham; they even went 2-0 up front, and then they lost. But we're talking about Ajax now. I wasn't worried, but when you see the first 15 minutes, I mean, they tried to attack, they tried to push us, but nothing special came out of it.
Would you say we were a bit shaky in the beginning, in the first 15, 20 minutes, maybe until that goal of Neres?
Yeah, you could say that. But I mean, it wasn't like they had really big opportunities, really big chances. It was quite, they were trying, they were threatening, but nothing more, nothing less. And it wasn't easy. After 15 minutes, it was quite easy. Lovely ball from Gravenberch.
That was huge. That was huge.
Yeah. I mean, that was the start of the goal, and the interception, and then he went to Tadic, who had the side with Neres, and then it was easy to tap in with a bit of luck, but it was And after the first goal, it was a done deal.
Were you confident going into the game, looking at the lineup that Ten Hag had? Just looking at Blind coming back, Alvarez being pushed to the back. What were your thoughts before the game?
Well, if you look at the name of the players, you would say it's a terrific lineup. It's one of the best lineups. I mean, of course, Kudus was not playing, but still. But there was a lot of things that we had to take into account. We were playing on AstroTurf, so and a lot of players were. I mean, Blind was injured, and he came back, and he's playing directly on AstroTurf. It's a big risk. Secondly, some players were having a yellow card, so they could have been suspended in the next game, even though we were 3-0 up. So it was quite a risky lineup. So my assumption would be that, okay, let them play, but take them off a bit early. And
look, the thing is, right? I mean, I also had the same idea, what you're just saying right now. But then I started to think, maybe Ten Hag is also deliberately doing this. Maybe he thinks like, I don't want to send the wrong message to the team. I don't want to think, okay, we have a 3-0 lead. I'm going to do some substitutions. We'll be all right. He doesn't have that mentality. He always shows also the team, I'm not taking any risk. I want the best players to play in his view.
No, don't agree with you on that, because we got quality players on the bench. It's not like we're getting a second-tier player in the starting lineup. We got several great players on the bench, and they could easily fill that gap. So it would have been easier if he would play those type of players. Nonetheless, it's not a big issue, but he should have subbed them way earlier.
But why do you think then that for him it's important to play Blind, and why do you think it's important for him?
Oh no, maybe he was a bit worried, maybe thinking that 3-0 is maybe not enough. If they have an early goal, then it can be really difficult for the rest of the game. Perhaps that was his thought, but I mean, he should have more trust in his own players on the bench. 3-0 up.
Okay, but look, we cannot be too critical, right? I mean, he's the winning coach.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm not too critical, but it's something that came up, and it's okay. But still, I would have subbed them way earlier.
Yeah, look, in hindsight, none of the players that had the yellow card that were risking to be suspended, nobody got a yellow card, so we're good.
But even though Nico really pushed in the game, he had some tackles where I thought,
yeah, but you know what? I felt today, because again, congratulations, Ajax, 121 years. I thought UEFA also handed us a referee that was helping us a little bit today. Maybe because it was our birthday.
Yeah, probably it was our birthday gifts. No, but I mean, he favored us a bit. I think you're talking about the yellow, the handball.
Yeah, look, we had a couple of incidents, right? I mean, the first thing that's worth talking about. Okay, so we had the goal of Neres, and then something happens in the box with Anthony. It's like a judo, or I don't know what kind of. I don't know what happens, but in the replay, I was shocked because I thought, how can you not look at this as a VAR? You know. But then,
exactly my point.
Yeah, but then there was a very huge chance coming from this, and we didn't convert.
No, true.
Okay, so then we move on. And then Young Boys had a situation in which they pass the ball into in the box, and it comes to the arm of Alvarez. Let's talk about that. Honestly, objectively, penalty or not?
Well, domestically, it would have been a penalty. In my view, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty at all. I mean, Alvarez came running. He came running, and he can't run with his hands beside his body. So he was running, and then the pass came, which came to his arm, and it was not like an opportunity came from that pass. It wasn't like a chance was created through that pass. So no, I don't think it's a penalty.
Okay, so then the goal. I'm sorry, the second goal. We get a penalty. And that one. I mean, look. Why do we get that penalty in your eyes? And do you agree with this?
Well, in my eyes, and of course from the eyes of the referee as well, I think his arm is way above the shoulder. So it's not like an automatic thing that he did. It's like way over the shoulder.
Yeah,
so
but look. Again, I'm so happy we got the penalty. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it any day. But realistically speaking, this was a chip of wrench. It goes to the goalkeeper. From the goalkeeper, it comes to the hand of the defender. It's almost impossible as a defender to react on that.
No, but I don't think it's a penalty as well.
Okay.
Just saying from the point of view of the referee.
Okay.
But from my point, no, I don't think it's a penalty as well. So it's a gift indeed.
Yeah. So then something else. We got a yellow card. Wrench got a yellow card. How on earth was that a yellow card, by the way?
Yeah.
The ref did everything well for us except for that one. That was strange.
Nothing to add on that. I mean, so strange. I mean, yeah.
Look, another controversial decision, which also didn't have effect on the end, at the end. But the goal that Young Boys scored, it was flagged for offside. Do you agree with that?
No, I mean, in my view, if I look at it from a perspective of neutral people who look at the game, no, it wasn't. It was a goal. It was a clear goal. I mean, that player was offside. Let's be clear about that. Mm-hmm. But he did not hinder Gravenberch as such that the other striker couldn't score that goal. So no, it's
so you would understand. You would understand some Swiss fans being upset about the refereeing today.
Yeah. But that's BS. I mean, we were already up, and they could have never scored 5 goals.
Okay. All right. So listen, let's forget about the ref. Let's talk about the game. Actually, our players. How good is this team? I mean, look. In my view, it was a solid game again. It wasn't like we were playing at a very high level, but we don't need to play at a high level at the moment. No. And boys, I just want to say one thing. My opinion, of course. Young Boys is not, it looks easy on the score sheet now, 3-0, 2-0, but it's not an easy opponent. I think if they had played against other teams in the Europa League, that the other teams would have more problems.
I think so as well. And I even think that we played at 80%. We didn't even play like full power. We got a great squad. We got 11 players on the field, and we got a huge bench with quality players. I think that's the main advantage of our squad. If somebody gets injured, we've got another player getting in who has almost the same quality, level of quality. So yeah, I think that's the main advantage of the club, of our club this season. Yeah, we've got a lot of quality players.
Okay, so listen, we're through to the quarterfinals, and I have to ask you this question. Tomorrow, who are you hoping for the next round? Who would you like to draw?
I would like to draw Granada, for example.
Why?
So we can show the farmers at Eindhoven that how it should be done. Yeah.
People here laughing as well. Okay, all right. Granada, it is for you. Any final thoughts, key takeaways, maybe from players or what we did today, or maybe going into the next rounds?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I think Gravenberch played a great match. He was out of form the last couple of games, but now he really was impressive.
Yeah.
Same goes again for Tadic. Really had a solid game, nice assist, really hardworking. So props for those two. Really was frustrated with the fact that Bobby came in. I mean, what kind of added value had he for this game? We were already so much. I mean, he was not needed. If there was a striker that should have got in, then I would rather have Traore.
So in this situation, you're saying in this situation in which we don't need to force anything, then there is no need to bring in Brobbey, in your opinion.
What is the added value for that? Just explain to me, what is the added value? Okay, you want a new striker in, some fresh legs, but why Brobbey? Okay. I mean, I would rather have Traore in and then get him some minutes. I mean, he didn't play a lot,
maybe as well.
Yeah. So that's why, and of course, take into account the background of Brobbey. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
So let's end on a positive note. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Solid game. We played decent. We're in the quarterfinals, and I really hope to get Manchester United in the finals, so we can give them that payback on that last Europa League final. And happy. Spurs are out. Mourinho's out. Yeah.
Guys, I can feel it, man. I can. You want to subscribe.